What up, though? Welcome to Ask a Bad Boy. Today we got a reaction video, another one from Kendra G's live dating app. This this gonna be a good one. So we're gonna listen to them. We're gonna see what she think and tell you what I think. And I want to know what you think. And I'm gonna chime in from time to time, not too much because we got some people complaining. But it's a reaction video. That's what I'm supposed to do is react. So we're gonna go in real time with no further ado. Let's go.
Hi, is your name Ramona? How you say your name?
Roma,
Roma. Roma in the daytime. Where you calling me from, sweetheart?
Philly,
Philly. Oh, I used to live in Philly. Roma. Philly. How old are you?
36.
36. And what do you do for a living?
So I have my own business and I literally just got hired as a resource development person for a well-known nonprofit here in Philly.
Okay, so you work for a nonprofit?
Right now, yes.
Okay, nonprofit. Do you have any kids?
I have four.
Okay, how old are your four kids?
20, she's about to be 21, 16, 13, and 2.
Okay, all by the same man?
Uh, 2.
Two. Why you not with the
Yes.
man you had a baby with 2 years ago?
Uh, Girl, uh, let's say chronic alcoholic, chronic DWI person. Yeah,
How many kids you have by him?
I have one by him.
One, okay. And the other one are by three other what? So you have three by one and then one by one.
Yes, and the others are by my ex-husband.
I was to say, have you been married? So you're divorced. Okay.
Yes.
All right. Okay. And what's your zodiac sign, Roma?
Scorpio.
Scorpio. Okay. So we got Roma Philly, 36 Scorpio, works for a nonprofit. Mom to she's divorced, three by her ex-husband, and then one kid by another gentleman. All right,
Yes.
let's do it. What kind of man you looking for, Roma? I like
So
your name. Can I just say I like your name?
really? So it's Jerome. I'm a Jerome Jr. So
Okay.
I just relocated here from Texas. I'm originally from here, but I just came back. So I am 5'9". So somebody that is taller than me, African American. I've always been in a role that consists of six figures. I'm a doctoral student. I'm working on my fourth degree. Somebody that is more, or at least equal to, an intellectual on top of everything that I have going on with myself. Um, and that's about it. Just
So we
African
kind of got
American.
there early. We kind of got here early, so let me just get in it. Do we got to make a certain amount of money?
So over six figures, yes.
Over six figures is a millionaire because that would be seven figures.
Yeah.
So you want to be a
So
million?
not a millionaire. I am more so equated to the 250 range.
Okay. So the 2 year old dad made 250K.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So she did. So she did have that, and then your ex husband, I'm assuming, made 250K.
Yes, he's a therapist.
Okay. All right. Well, one thing for sure, and she had it twice. So moving forward, you want a man that's six
But she
feet
ain't
and make
stay.
at least 250K.
Yes.
Now I'm gonna. Well, we're already on social media, and if you're familiar with my show, you know they're gonna talk about this girl. So what would
Let
you say? What would you say to? Because now this is interesting. So you had three kids, and then you met
four.
a man that made 250K. He didn't mind that you had three kids.
I have four kids currently
No,
right
I'm
now.
saying, but before you had four
Four,
kids, you
Kendra,
met a
four.
man and you had three by your
No,
ex-husband, right?
I met a man and I had one, and he took on that one person that was literally 3 months old.
Wait a minute. The math ain't math. wait, wait a minute. I don't spell well, but I'm pretty good with numbers. Something ain't adding up. But let them go.
Okay, I'm confused. So the two year
Yes.
old, I thought was you only had one kid by.
Okay, so let me reiterate. Okay, so I have currently a person that is about to be 21 years old. She is in North Carolina right now. She's doing well for herself. I have two kids by one man that has taken care of my 20, almost 21-year-old.
Okay, what Roma? Let me ask this question: How
Okay.
many how many men do you have kids by?
Okay, so sperm donor wise, because I know how you are, is three.
No, it's
Yes.
not. It's not how I am. It's an easy question. How many kids do you
It's
have?
totally easy. Yes, three kids. Well,
Okay, so
four
stop
kids.
right there. That's not what you said in the beginning. In the beginning, you said you had two kids. You said it was two men. You didn't say three.
Okay, so I have
Accountability. So I see the accountability ain't just with us. Cause it's a woman talking to a woman, and it sounds like to me like she's still lying and not taking accountability. But I could be wrong. Let's continue.
four kids by three different men.
Okay, so in the beginning, you lied because I asked you that question and you said
I
three.
wouldn't say I lied. It's because
It's
She said I wouldn't say I lied. What do you call it? What do you call it?
a
I
lie
am
because
looking
that's
at.
not the answer. So what would
Okay,
it be?
I had to reiterate myself when it became to what you wanted to say. So let me put it this way, okay?
Well,
So
hold
I
on, Roma, real
had
quick. You keep saying
wait,
what
I
I want
had
you
a
to.
child at 14 years old. Okay, so I had a child at 14 years old, and then I met somebody at 15, and he took on my child at 14 years old. Okay,
I don't want to be hostile, but I want to correct you.
well, you
It's
are
not that.
hostile, and I'm fine with that.
Okay, you said what?
I said you are hostile, and I'm
No,
fine with
no,
that.
you're. Well, here's the
Whoa.
thing, Roma. I'm not hostile. What I'm not gonna do is allow you to lie to me and then make it
It's
my
not
fault.
lying. It's
It,
when you're married with someone for so long, and that person take on your child.
I've actually heard somebody say women don't lie. Is that true? Let me know in the comments because it sounds like she's saying she didn't lie. It's how she felt at the time, or she told her what she wanted to hear. I don't know what that means. Where I come from, it's a lie, but maybe it ain't a lie. Let's see what she's saying. Let's see.
You honestly, I want to say forget, but my ex-husband took care of the child that I had at 14 years old. So I have four children by three different men, and that's where it is.
so let me jump in. I'm not hostile. What I'm not gonna allow you to do is lie. So I have to correct the lie. So the question is, at the end of the day, I just asked you a simple question: How many kids do you have by? You said two. That's not the answer. So you're not gonna call me hostile. I'm just correcting the facts and exposing the fact you lied to me. That's all that it is. We wouldn't even be here this long had you just told me it was three men and we would have kept going. But
So
now it becomes
let's
hostile.
keep
But
going.
it
I
becomes
have four
hostile when I don't
children.
allow. It becomes hostile because I'm not going to allow you to make it seem like I'm the bad guy. I'm not the bad guy.
I
I
didn't say
ask
you were the
questions.
bad guy.
Okay.
I
Well,
did
now
not
let
say
me.
that.
Okay, so now I have. So now I'm kind of confused. So let me just understand. So
I'll
it's
help
three
you.
men. It's three men, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So the first child was like a high school sweetheart.
Yes.
Okay. So the second baby daddy, that's the one that made 250K.
They all made 250K.
So the 14-year-old, he made 250K too.
Yes.
When you were 14 or when he got older?
No, when we were 14.
I'm just curious.
I know looks ain't everything. When you make 250K, fellas, you kind of get the pick of the litter. I'm just saying.
How
Yes.
old was he?
How old is he?
How old
Older.
was he when you got pregnant at 14?
Older.
You don't want to share. You don't want to share the age.
I cannot share that because my daughter is about to be 21 years old, and I refuse to put him in that predicament when
So why are you online talking about this if you feel that way?
he is a older, successful man.
Okay. Okay. So you have three baby daddies, and they
Yes.
all made 250K each.
Yes.
Okay. You said you now you told me you were divorced. Who did you marry?
I married the second child, or the second and third.
Okay. So the second and third child's father is the one that you married.
The therapist, yes.
Oh, he was a therapist. Got
Mhm.
you. What did the older man do? Your first child's father.
I cannot disclose that, and I won't disclose that ever.
Okay, that's fine. And the third child's father, can you disclose what he did?
He is currently a psychiatric nurse in a rehabilitation.
Got you. Okay.
Psychiatric nurse. I hope he helped me. You're crazy. So,
All right. So how we got here was the request. So
Yep,
ultimately, the fourth man, be over 6 feet and make at least 250K.
at least.
At least. Okay. Now, what would you say to a person that would say, they're gonna say, "Oh, that's unrealistic. You have 4 kids, 3 men." What would you say to that?
I mean, that's their prerogative. Right now, I'm really okay with where I am in life. I relocated from Texas back to Philly. I'm doing well for myself. I have my own business, actually two of them. Um, but if they were to say that they have an issue with it, so long.
Okay. And would you date a man that made less than 250K?
I'm okay with it. Yes,
Oh, you would date a man that makes. So what's the lowest
definitely.
amount you would date?
Around 80.
Okay, 80. So
so she went from, she said over six figures. Now she's saying she would date a man at 80, which is not six figures. Y'all see what I'm talking about? Just don't know what don't know what they want. They don't know what they want. They just know they want more. There's an AT&T commercial where the little girl's like, I want more, I want more, I want more. That's all it is, So be the best you can be. It's that simple. It's really simple. I mean, and if she got 4 kids with all this baggage that's coming with this is a lot. And then look at her standards. I'm not saying lower your standards, ladies, but lower your standards when you are not what you're asking for. This is crazy.
250K is preferred, but
Prefer.
80 is the lowest.
Yes.
Could he have children?
Yes.
Do you want more kids?
No.
You don't want more kids. Okay.
No.
So, okay, we kind of got there early. So now what are deal breakers?
Deal breakers are someone who is a chronic liar. I do have multiple degrees in psychology.
Didn't she just lie? Or maybe I'm tripping. She lied in the beginning, but she don't like chronic liars. Okay. She said chronic. So maybe, fellas, if you lie a little bit, she'll take it. But you can't be a chronic liar. You can lie a little bit on this one right here. Let's continue.
I can pinpoint someone out that is a liar or who is someone that is fabricating the truth.
No, girl,
Um,
I'm sorry I got to jump in, but that's exactly what you just did.
Actually, you didn't give me
Facts.
the space to explain
I
myself
did give you the
till now.
space. I gave you
No,
the
you
space when
did
I asked
not.
you how many kids you had by. You could have said 3. You
I
literally just
honestly,
called
I
out
should
what you
have
exactly
said
did.
3. Yes, I. Are you gonna let me talk right now?
Whoa.
And you're gonna sit there and
This is funny.
Kendra, Kendra,
Roma, you literally just
Kendra,
talked about a chronic liar, and that's exactly what you just did to our queen.
chronic, chronic.
Yes.
See, I told y'all. So she's saying you can lie a little bit. You just can't be a chronic liar. So she like, yeah, Kendra, chronic? Really? Like, I just told one lie. You can't make this up. This is crazy, man. Kevin Samuels rolling over in his grave right now. This is crazy. Kendra getting her together though. Kendra is getting her together.
You said I
Chronic
just
is
think
not
out a
true.
lie.
When someone comes into your life when you are raped at the age of 14 and takes over your children, and you look at that person as a father figure, and that person still takes care of your child. Okay?
Well, let me jump to this. Obviously, we don't want to go deep with that
I
story.
will go deep with that because you can Google me and you can LinkedIn me and you can find out the truth.
Well, if you could Google her, LinkedIn, and all that, why didn't she just want to say it in the beginning? Like she said, she didn't want to do that. She was hiding it from her daughter. Now you can Google me. Just confused, just saying anything. Word salads, I think they call it. Just saying anything. Stay away from this type of woman, fellas.
The point of first of all, I want to say this because when it gets there, obviously, I'm sorry you went through that. But at the end of the day, I'm quite sure you're familiar with my show. This is not the first time you watching my show, right?
Mhm.
So You know when I ask that question because there's levels to me asking that question.
There are
So
two men that will come at your neck about my children, not three.
first of all, ain't nobody coming at my
Not
neck.
yours, but I'm saying the person that I am dealing with. But there are
No,
two
no, I
men
but
that are
Roma.
active role models of my children as opposed to three.
So, fellas, y'all out there who want to be stepdads, did you see what she said? There's two men that'll come for your neck about her kids. So that means you're going to get involved with a woman who feels this way. Not only two men, probably and her as well, will come at you about her kids. Avoid these women if you can. So my thing is, if you don't have the resources or the finances and you have to deal with something like this, I get it. But she's asking for somebody is this in the top percent of men. She said 250, tall. I mean, at the end of the day, if you're in a position like that, I don't think you want to deal with this right here. This is tough. She gonna have a hard time.
Huh?
It's not dark at the end of the day. I love God and it's not dark.
Okay, well, either way, either way.
Mm-hmm.
I I'm standing 10 toes down on had you just in the beginning answered the question about the three men, then we wouldn't have had the back and forth that we had and the confusion because I was under the impression because I was going to ask you questions as I did pertaining to that.
Right.
But we're now moving forward. Okay.
Yes. Thank you.
But God is working on me, child. Okay, let's continue.
Working on us.
That attitude is
He's working
crazy.
on me. He's working.
No, you can come for me. Like I'm fine with it.
No, well, no, Roma. This is what I don't like. This is what I don't like about this.
Please.
I never came for you. I just didn't allow you to lie to me. That's all
It
that
wasn't a lie. It was more
was.
so of no.
Yes.
So if you would have said
It
how
was a lie.
many people I laid down with, that's a
I
different
never say
story.
that, Roma. Why would I say
Exactly.
that?
But if you were to say how many people you had, children with,
I
I
said
would
that.
say
How many kids' dads do you have?
exactly. And I will always consider my ex-husband as my daughter's that's about to be 21 years old father.
But this is why I
Always.
asked you if you are familiar with my show
I
because
am familiar, but you asked a blank question and I answered it.
well, let me. Okay, so since you're familiar,
How else? So it's the way she asked the question. She's saying so it wasn't the father.
with my show, you knew what I meant when I asked that question.
But other people didn't meant or other people didn't know. So
Other people didn't know what.
what you meant.
Ooh, child. Should he
Ooh.
look a certain way?
I stated over 6 feet because I'm 5'9". African American. I stated the range of salary.
I didn't ask
Um
about. Well, look a certain way usually is you can add
yeah,
height to
yeah,
it,
yeah. But
but it's about what?
when you make a certain range, you look a
I
certain
didn't
way.
ask that question yet. I said, do he look a certain way? That's the next question. So the question is, does he look a certain way? Like complexion, tall, slim, you going forward. This question right now is, should he look a certain way?
Lighter than me, over 6 feet.
Okay.
Wait a minute. You got to be lighter than her too. So you only want light skin. you dark. So we don't got a chance if we dark skin. This is crazy work. Can't make this up, man. Come on, fellas. Wow.
We already got to the money question. Let's do the Kendra Cam.
Okay.
Okay, we see you, girl.
A little bit, a little bit.
A little bit what?
I said a little bit because I'm on my weight loss journey, so I'm a little bit.
Okay. Should he? We already did that. When was your last relationship?
A month ago.
Month ago. Oh, you just ended a relationship a month ago. Is it over?
Over.
Okay. You don't have to answer, but I'm gonna ask. When's the last time you was intimate with someone?
A month ago.
Okay. 3 flaws you have to work on.
Fellas, they move on fast, man. They move on fast. I heard they already be done moved on when they with you. Message.
Someone who is a chronic liar. Um, Someone who is shorter than me. So I'm 5'9". So someone who is 5'9" or shorter. And someone who is unemployed.
And why would a guy be lucky to be with you?
Uh, so I feel as though that you are short tempered right now. So I'm gonna keep this short.
Who's
Um,
short tempered?
you are, girl. It's fine. I
Wait,
know.
hold
I
on.
love it.
Why am I short tempered? Because I'm asking you the questions and allowing you to answer them. So now if I go back and forth with you, I'm aggressive, I'm all those things. Now I'm asking you the questions. I'm short tempered. You don't take responsibility. Which way you want it, girl? You
I
want me
don't
to
take
argue with you? You
responsibility.
want me?
Let's address
I'm
the
giving you the
responsibility
courtesy
part.
of allowing you to answer the questions with no rebuttal. And now it's I'm short tempered. What
Maybe
responsibility do you have, Roma?
all of them. That's why I'm answering your questions.
No, I want to know what energy do you think you brought to this? Because I gave you three different versions of Kendra. The last Kendra, I'm just allowing you to answer, and then you came back.
The
So I
last
want to know.
Kendra is the responsible
I want to
Kendra.
know what responsibility do you think you brought to this interview?
So I'm gonna be respectful. So the last Kendra was the professional Kendra, the
You
journalist
should be.
Kendra. The
But you
second
just called her
Kendra,
short tempered, but then you called her short tempered.
can you
So
let me
which one
finish
you
my
want?
answer? You would
Huh?
not let me finish my answer.
I was letting you finish your answers, and then you called me short tempered.
I
So
said,
now it's like I don't know which Kendra you want because you can get
ooh,
all the Kendras.
I want them.
Child. Let me do this. I should have hung up on your ass a long time ago.
I was wondering what you was waiting
I
on.
don't know why I even allow it to go. Some of you ladies need to self-reflect. I don't even want to deal with you. So I can only imagine a man how he feeling. Ain't nobody got time for that, girl.
I know women hate liars. That's what I always hear. Women hate liars. I hate liars. I hate liars. I dated a young lady. I said I lied, and she just was like, "Grr, I hate liars." My mother used to say she hated liars. My mother said a liar and a thief. She couldn't stand those two. But I do notice that, like this young lady, sometimes it's all right for them to lie, but just don't lie to me. Is that okay? So, moral to the story is women are delusional. I'm speechless because of what I just heard. She has some crazy things going on, some trauma in her life, which she does need help for. When you have trauma, she needs to get help. Therapy, I recommend therapy. Therapy is big. Us as black people do not get therapy. She needs therapy. When you run through trauma like that, therapy is what is the answer. But fellas, stay away from women like this. I'm sorry for her, Jeroma. I don't know her. I'm sorry that she's been through what she's been through. But my question would be, why didn't you just stay with who you had previously? She said that they were chronic liars. She said something else too. So I don't know. I'm not advocating for nobody to be with nobody who is abusive. But I will say, if you had somebody, the grass ain't greener on the other side. But fellas, I want you to continue to be the best you can be. Avoid these women at all costs. Oh, and fellas, don't be out there lying either. Don't be lying. Don't be lying, and hopefully they won't lie to you. But is makeup a lie? Is fake eyelashes a lie? That ain't your hair. Is that a lie? I'm just asking. I'm asking for a friend, as they say. But like I always say, if you want to know, ask a bad boy. Let's go.